Sports on this very special Easter Sunday. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. Here we go. The fans here in New Orleans ready to cheer on their Pelicans in this interconference matchup. This game against Milwaukee here, it's their first look at the Bucks. A year ago, they each gained a victory at home, but couldn't secure a win on the road.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Oh, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better than that on the inbounds play. Exactly the way they drew it up.
You know, you can't say enough about how important Brook Lopez was to the Bucks' 2021 title run. He gave that team an element they needed to get over the top, particularly as a rim protector and a guy who could score when needed.
A little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
And here's Evans outside. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. When Lopez Clark arrived in Milwaukee in 2018, it was a pretty good union, wasn't it?
I agree, Kevin. I mean, he opened up their offense with his ability to stretch the floor as a big guy who can knock down threes. And then he really improved defensively, became an elite rim protector. The Bucks became a league power when Brook Lopez arrived. And the title came just a few years later. No coincidence.
Pelicans shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Now here's Evans.
And the Bucks are on a tremendous... this run here, the most consecutive playoff appearances since that streak they had back from 1980 to 91.
And he knocks down the first one. Greg, and back to the Bucks. The question is, how much longer do you think is their window?
That's just it, Kevin. They've got the players to win now, and that has to be the attitude moving forward. They're built to do it again, just need to push all the right buttons.
And so it's Milwaukee now. And the Pelicans picked up 3 with their last shot. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Boy, once Giannis gets the ball in the painted area, Antetokounmpo is really almost automatic.
Here's Murray. Count it.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Milwaukee. Personal foul. Second team foul.
Daniels with it. Evans picks him up. Rips it home after the terrific move.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it.
Well, I tell you what, you just got to sit back and admire the creativity there.
Now here's Lewis. And it's blocked. Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Lewis, right side. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
Right away, they showed us they weren't going to shy away from the mid-range game, and it's proving to be an effective tool for them.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
That's 2 really unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnover.
The Bucks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
A little bit ago, Willie Green and I were able to chat. He knows they're up against an excellent defense. He's been planning ways to get around that. He said it won't be easy. We have to fight for every basket, but this is our first matchup against them this year. Maybe we can catch them off guard. And if they adjust to that, well, we're going to have to adjust back. We'll see whose strategy pays off better. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, sounds like they're plotting GA to try and overcome some pretty stingy defense.
Yeah, the play calling is going to be key here, guys. You can't afford to be predictable.
And, you know, that means not only does the ball have to move, but players have to move. Prevent the defense from loading up on one side or the other.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. And get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game. Pass to Daniels. Evans with the steal. Now here's Giannis. And the double up Antetokounmpo. Evans outside. And Evans with a stuff. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Pelicans. They trail by 1. Unable to get that one. And Milwaukee will come the other way. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
I think he has to play more conservative from this point on. I mean, that's 2 fouls already.
The Bucks have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. And the first one drops. Good on both.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Yeah, that's a big reason they're trailing. You can't allow a parade to the free throw line and expect to be on top in the game.
Here is Daniels. He's got 8. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. For New Orleans, they have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight. Both free throws good from Daniels. Now Evans. 9 points in the game so far. Back to Giannis. No good with the layup.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
On his first quarter of play, we've seen plenty of offense so far. Bucks lead by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Well, we hope you're enjoying your Easter as we are here as we get underway once again. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
And Evans throws it down.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit.
That was a strong dunk.
You know, we know Murray's got some creativity to his passing game, but no need to be creative there. I mean, he sees the wide open man and zips it right to him.
A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo. Right, we know the league cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you play?
That's a great question. And I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injuries because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. Ball in his hands, good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
Lewis with the three. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Pelicans trailed by 7.
I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs.
Pass to Melton. Shot clock at 5. And he banks in the layup.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Unfortunately, the Pelicans did make a first-round exit in the postseason group.
In a series they took to 6 games, but yeah, it couldn't put together that deep run. Maybe this year things will be different.
Outside for Lewis. There's the 3. Lewis on the way. Paul outside. From past the arc. And they'll get another chance. Lewis gets the bucket. Lewis has got the lead up to 7 now for the Bucks.
You know, as you add experience, you start to see the floor better. That was a sweet find by Drummond.
And it's the Pelicans' ball. They host the Spurs after this one. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. From deep 3-point range. Misses for the 5th time this game. Marking at 1 for 6.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used this contribution.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Pelicans shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Here's Kuminga. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And now just a 4-point Milwaukee lead. And as incredible as Zion Williamson has been and is, the big problem, Greg, is keeping him ready to play. His health.
And there have been all sorts of opinions chiming in on whether he can play at a high weight. But the bottom line is something needs to happen to keep him healthy. He's lost too much time early in his career. And now in his 14th NBA season, just 1 All-Star appearance for Jrue Holiday, but that belies his greatness as a player.
Knocks it loose. And stolen by Diallo. Here's Lewis. Powered down with both hands.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Melton. And it's sent back by Drummond.
How about that swat by Drummond, using all of his height and bounce to deny the offense there.
And stolen by Drummond. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Lewis making a switch here. Lewis with it. 11 points in the game. Pass to Drummond. It's deflected. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. Here's Melton. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Boy, don't let his position as a point guard fool you now. Holiday can flush it with ease.
4 seconds left. It's deflected. And so it's Milwaukee with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball. Inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Lewis misses. Pelicans trail by 6. On the wing, Melton. And it's blocked by Lewis. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Bucks leading by 6. For the 3. And it's Melton with the rebound.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
Here's Lewis. It's blocked. They recover it. Another shot. And that's an intentional foul. New Orleans making a switch here.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for your
Pass to Hunt. Miller right side. It's tipped. Shot clock at 6. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And he comes up with the deuce. Evans has got the first points to start out the third quarter for Milwaukee.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Pass to Duren. Good D by Miller.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Here's Murray. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And they get it back to the inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
And here's Evans outside. Pelicans trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Boy, Murray showing you he can play above the rim. This guy's got major bounce as he punched that one down.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
And the layup's good off the glass. 8 points for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
The Pelicans have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. That's free free throw good from Daniels. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Boom, he jams it straight down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
We've got 1:55 left here in the third quarter.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
That's just sloppy. I mean, you can't lose control of the ball like that and let it get back across midcourt.
And they know that. I mean, maybe it's a mistake that'll sharpen their focus a little bit going forward.
Picked his pocket. Pelicans trail by 6. Inside. And it's blocked by Lewis. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And here's Evans outside.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. And after that good first half, things not going his way here in the second.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And here's Daniels. He's got 15. In the corner, Murray with it. Pocket 6. Rebound, Milwaukee. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
The scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Here's Lewis. Rebounded by Tucker.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm. That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
And you look at the way Ingram can get off a shot. When he gets to his spots, there's just no stopping him. Very few players can create like he can.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And he sinks the second. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Paul. Giannis outside. And it's Evans in the corner to the middle. Here's Lewis. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
Shooting for Milwaukee. Chris Paul. Line for 2.
That free throw, no good.
Chris Paul sets up a fantastic example for younger players. I mean, CP3 defines what it means to be a pro.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Pelicans trail by 6. Pass to Melton. Paul with the steal. Here's Miller. Kicks it out to Paul. This one for 3. Cans it from downtown. Paul's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's a good decision right there to get Paul the ball. He made it look easy on that catch and shoot.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Stolen by Lewis. Down low. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And, you know, at almost 7 feet tall, Antetokounmpo is dangerous down inside, really. I mean, the defense has to be physical with him if they want to have a chance at preventing him from scoring in the paint.
Pelicans trail by 10. To the paint. Kicks it out to Evans. Here's Lewis. Giannis outside. They shoot again. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jalen Duren.
Well, that's just an assertive play by Giannis against tough defense, drawing a foul and still getting the shot off.
And he makes the first, but misses the second.
You know, their lead could be larger right now, but their efficiency from the line has tailed off just a bit.
And Lewis has it in the corner. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. It's stolen. Now, here's Duren. Murray outside. Stolen by Lewis. Down low. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Lewis has got the lead up to 13 now for Milwaukee. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And, you know, they've been stupendous challenging shots and protecting the rim. Their block numbers really reinforce what we've seen from them in terms of rim protection.
Paul with the steal. Lewis, right side. Kicks it out to Evans. Goes back up. That shot misses. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Daniels. And he jams it with authority.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
The shot by Evans, nobody around. And again, the Bucks miss.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Pass to Giannis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, an attitude of joy and unselfishness, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him. He's one of the most popular players in the world.
That's just sloppy. I mean, you can't lose control of the ball like that and let it get back across midcourt.
And they know that. I mean, maybe it's a mistake that'll sharpen their focus a little bit going forward.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Evans outside. Outside Lewis. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
And he nails the third.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Pelicans trailed by 11. Taken away. Evans inside. And it's Evans slamming it down.
Improving as a playmaker, Giannis knows this is the next step in him becoming an even greater player.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
He can't get it to go. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Bucks.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Absolutely. A big plus. And oftentimes your performance at the line can be the difference in a game. And I think tonight we saw that.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And when you play a team twice like these two will this season, always nice to get a win in that first battle. They'll go up 1-0 in the season series against the Pelicans.
Pass to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
He is the epitome of a seasoned veteran. Jrue Holiday has performed at a high level no matter what uniform he's had on.
And so he makes both from the line. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Here's Evans. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Here's Daniels. And he slams it one hand.